Hi, I'm Jason.
I'm Henry.
And we decided to be ballers for one day. So, I don't know if you can see it. We got my 2 trucks and his 2 cars in here.
2 Cummins and 2 Subarus.
Yes, that's right. One's a 1991 and I got a 2001.
And I got a 2003 WX and a 2015 BRZ.
And now we'll just give you a little bit of walk around. This is my 1991 Cummins W250. Or I think it's a W250, I'm not sure. One person says this, another person says that. Painted it myself, paint's not perfect, but, well, I can scratch it, it doesn't come off, so it's good enough for me. And yeah, I put some Moto Metal 20 by 12 on, and some 35 tire. And yes, I know the truck has overspray, but these tires, well, they're garbage. And yeah, I've had this truck apart basically to every bolt in the engine. The interior's not done yet, but it's custom. But not everything, I shouldn't say that. Almost everything works. I got the door panels made, I just need to install them. And it's got electric windows, electric locks, everything like that, electric mirrors. And yes, it is a 5-speed manual with 4x. And I put these, I believe they're from a 2013 Ford Escape or something Ford. I know it's a disgrace putting Ford seats in a Dodge, but they were the cheapest leather seats I could find, and I wanted leather just for leather. And they're electric, not hooked up yet, but hopefully soon. The truck has, I believe, has 200,000 kilometers on it, but don't quote me on that. So yeah, and yes, wires are hanging everywhere. Don't look at that. And yeah, well, it's not done yet. It's a work in progress, that's for sure. And I rock guarded the bed, and don't mind the junk on there. There's a lot of it. I put a custom, welded it myself. It's not perfect. Stack on the back, and yeah, that's. Oh, and it's got. I put a roll pan, or welded a roll pan in here. I still got to paint it, but. Well, trust me, if this thing falls off, it's taken all of this width, because this is, I believe it's 8 inch steel, and this is like maybe, I don't know, 1/10. But this is way stronger than this. New taillights, and if you know anything about these trucks, this completely factory underneath. But it's got leaf springs front and back. So yeah, they're no suspension. And yeah, that wraps up the 1991. Or actually, I'll pop the hood. And I put the chrome grille on. And of course, you gotta have the chrome Moosey. Just kidding, I know it's a Ram. And I got this bumper from Far From Stock. So if you like the look of it, just head over to the website on Instagram, farfromstock.com. Pick one up. I believe they're about 400 bucks, not welded. And then it's got the 12 valve, of course. And I do not believe that it's P-pump, or I'm not sure what kind of pump it's got on it. I just know it pumps the fuel to the engine. That's all I know. I should know more about it because it is my truck, but hey, you get what you get. And it is intercooled, so everybody that's always asking, yes, it's intercooled. It's not one of the cheap ones. But no, it runs, it drives, not 100 kilometers an hour though. Only like 85. So I got to do a front and rear diff swap, but that's coming in the future. We might be doing it on this channel, so stay tuned. Okay, so we just covered my 1991 Cummins. Oh yeah, and I bought that thing about 1.5 years ago. I've worked on it for a year. I know, I didn't get much done to it, but that's not the point. And this is my 2001 Cummins 250, and it is a 12 valve, 5-speed manual, 4-wheel drive. And yes, as you can see, no front bumper. That's because we're doing a 4th gen conversion kit to it right now. Hopefully that's going to be the next video, we'll see. And I picked this thing up for what I think is very cheap, but You decide. I don't know. I bought it from my girlfriend's dad. Like, it's for a second gen, it's still in good condition. I put some Hostile 22 by 12 with 33 tire on it a couple weeks ago, and it has no rust under the cab, under the box. Box is mint, and this is the most damage it has. It's broke loose right here, and rocker panels are rusted, but you'll never find a second gen that they're not rusted. So yeah, it's custom. And this is the interior, and for second gen this is factory interior. Everything's still factory. Seats are, this one's a little, and yeah, the dash is not cracked yet. See, like, you know, most second gens are. This piece is, but that's 40 bucks and it's replaced. It's, yeah, like I said, everything's still in here. It's completely stock. Besides wheels and tires, it's stock. And it is 5-speed manual with 4x. So yeah, and the transmission, this is why I think it's a good deal. Transmission was just spent, the last owner just spent $2 grand into the transmission. So yeah, basically I paid for a new transmission and $1,000 for a truck. So to me, that's a good deal. Let me know what you think. And yeah, it's got surface rust behind these ugly things, but they're coming off soon. But other than that, the truck is factory. It's nothing else done to it. Yeah, there's some pieces hanging out from under it, but that's all getting cut away because I'm putting or I might be putting, if I'm keeping it longer than a couple weeks, I'll put a roll pan on it, just like my purple one. Got no promises yet. And tail lights are getting new. And yeah, it's not much to look at right now, but she runs, she drives straighter down the road than my 2015 does, and no blow by, no ticking sounds. Sounds like it's a brand new motor. Fires up first crank when the battery's not dead. And yeah, we got tint coming, and I want to replace these with the moose mirrors, as every Dodge owner does. So yeah, there's not much to it, and I'll talk to the truth.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be showing you my cars now. I got two Subarus, a WRX and a BRZ. The first one here is a 2003 WRX, it's a 2-liter turbo. It's just a regular WRX Impreza. I bought it beginning of winter to use as a winter car, and I almost wrecked it a couple times. But yeah, it's in pretty bad shape right now, but it's gonna be a fun car. It's pretty stock from the outside. It has just the regular stock wheels. It's everything is stock. It has rust here. The paint is bubbling, and as you can see, it's in bad shape. Fenders or bumpers are loose. Yeah, the interior is pretty bad. Got a lot of rust right here. Looks like it got hit. Yeah, the rear bumper starting to come off as well on both sides. This, look at it, this whole thing has been repainted at one time, but not done a good job. It has like a bad look to it. The whole side of the car looks like it's been repainted. This door is not the stock door, as the wiring in there is completely different from the other ones. So they have replaced this door at one point in time. Yeah, from the outside it's pretty stock. On the other side I do not have a side skirt. On this side I do it because I went onto a field and tore the other one off. Yeah, this side the bumper is off as well. Pretty much everything is loose and falling off. The bumper is racked up front. Yeah, it does have the STI turbo and a cold air intake, plus a full exhaust, headers all the way to the tips. Everything has a custom exhaust. It is a 5-speed manual as well. It's a manual car. But inside that's English.
Oh yeah, and like he said, we only drive 5-speed manuals.
Or 6-speed manuals.
He's got one 6-speed, but we only drive manuals. My Ram is a automatic, but I'm hoping that thing's gonna be out of my life soon. But yeah, purple one is 5-speed, 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 and then 8-speed right there.
And I'm gonna show you under the hood right now. But I do have a cold air intake. It was on there when I got it. I have done nothing to this car. And it's got the STI turbo, and supposedly it has a cob tune. What tune it has, I have no idea. And I also have blown the head gasket, so we need to replace that. It's still drivable, but drains the tank of coolant pretty fast. So yeah, I think that is. Oh, and it does have race lamb coilovers, so that's not too bad. It does have coilovers, and it's just a pretty bad shape overall.
Yeah, and like he said, we're gonna be doing head gaskets here. I'm hoping within the month, or next month, sometime there. We'll see. So subscribe and stay tuned for that one.
If you want to watch us do head gaskets.
If you've ever wondered how to do head gaskets on a Boxer engine.
We don't know how, but you can watch us mess up. Next up, we do have my 2015 BRZ. I bought it, it's exactly 2 years ago now, this month. And I have changed quite a bit. It came pretty much stock. It did have a catback exhaust, a Greddy catback exhaust. And it did have coilovers and a cold air intake. Other than that, I have done some small things, like changed out these lights. I put 18-inch wheels on there, and I want to put smaller tires on there yet because this is takes up too much room. Side skirts, they were on there when I got it because I later found out there was a big dent right here that he tried to cover up, the previous owner. I put on these cheap window louvers, just got them from eBay for like 25 bucks. I do have a carbon fiber wing from APR. It's pretty standard carbon fiber wing. And as you can see here, it's pretty dirty right now, but those are titanium ready exhaust tips. And I also have put in aftermarket tail lights. The stock ones are pretty ugly, so I do have these tail lights. I'm not quite sure, I think they're Vimentis. Not quite sure about that. Yeah, other than that, I haven't done a whole lot other than wrap the interior pieces. It's not done the best, but looks a little bit better. And it has Stance USA coilovers. Those aren't the best for what we use around here, but better than stock suspension. This side is coming off a little bit. I need some new tips. And yeah, one bad thing about this car is I have too big tires on here, and I had too low, so it kept rubbing around here. So this part is all chipped up and starting to rust, so I might have to repaint that or replace it. Yeah, under the hood there isn't a lot. I do have the cold air intake that was on there when I got it, and the strut bar was on there as well when I got it. But the other than that is stock. I did put in a new engine. What was a couple weeks ago. I spun the rod bearing on the old one, so I do have a new engine in here, or one with for 30,000 kilometers or 40,000. The car itself has only about 80. And I have torn out my fender liners, so as you can see the tires through the engine bay, and it dirties up the engine bay pretty much, or a lot, I should say. Oh, I do also put in this Grillcraft grill. I just didn't like the look of the stock grill, so I put that in there, just a pop-in piece. And I want to put in new headlights yet this summer, hopefully, because it's just something that looks better than this. Other than that, I think that pretty much covers it. Yeah, it's just a standard 2-liter Boxer engine that comes with every BRZ. Has a 6-speed manual, and I believe it's a Sport Tech, so whatever option comes with that. Does have the touchscreen display and push button start. Not the key. Oh, and another thing I want to do. Let's get up here to some, but I did not take off the stock spoiler when I put on this wing. I decided to leave it on there. I didn't want to deal with the holes, so I left the stock spoiler on there and just put the wing in front of it. I kind of like the look of it. It's a little bit different, but we like being different, so yeah, I've done that. Other than that, I have done nothing except tint the car a couple times and wrap it here. So we got it. Yeah, just wrap these pieces and these pieces right there. And I have put a new floor mat for this. That's it. Well guys, that's pretty much all that we have on the beautifuls. I also have a CB650 up there, 2020 CB650 bike that we might have some videos on That's another thing. We'll see. But other than that, we got my BRZ, WRX, second gen Cummins, and first gen Cummins for now.
Yes, sir. So, if you like what you see, there's gonna be a lot of work coming to this white one, the second gen Cummins. So, if you're interested in watching those, subscribe. And yeah,
Also a lot of work on this one right here.
Yeah.
Not so much on that one, but more on the WRX.
Yeah. See, we're planning on putting I think they're called a death cart, rally car, or something like that. We're gonna try making a complete tube chassis car, street legal, and no panels, just tubes everywhere, no doors, no windows, nothing. And make it street legal. So we'll see how that turns out. Stay tuned for that. And there's gonna be more work done to that. And that Cummins right there. If you're interested in it, go watch the other video and let me know. We'll put my phone number in the comments. It's for sale. So yeah, if it doesn't sell anytime soon, we'll be doing some more work to that. Depends, we'll see. But yeah, thanks for watching and
See you next time.